Hi, it's Dwyer. GamblersAdvisory.com, a free site. BettingAngle.us, a free site. It is Wednesday, September 20th, 2023. Let's talk NFL football. Let's talk Week 3 picks. But first, remember, the opinion you should follow should be your own. Just consider this video to be a second opinion from a complete stranger online. Let me just say that there's a lot of overreaction right now. One of the reasons why we're getting these picks out early is because I don't believe some of these lines are going to last. Let's talk about one such game. I get that there is panic in Cincinnati after the Bengals lost by 3 to a very tough divisional opponent, the Baltimore Ravens. But you've got to be kidding me with this line, right? Just understand, the Rams are missing Cooper Kupp. Just understand, the Rams are relying on rookies right now at key positions. Just understand, the Rams were well below 500 last year. Just understand, for the season, the Rams are giving up more than 5 yards a carry. I understand they just faced Christian McCaffrey. But just understand, the Rams haven't shown an ability to stop the run. Just understand, the game is in Cincinnati. I like the Bengals here, laying 2.5 points over the LA Rams. We get that it's early in the season. We get that Stafford is rested, he's ready, he's not injured and run down like he likely will be in late November, early December, right? I understand that Stafford is a dangerous receiver. Folks, he doesn't have Cooper Kupp to throw the ball to, right? Lord knows, too, at 0-2, the Bengals need this win, right? Here, the casino is doing you a favor by requiring you to lay less than a field goal. I believe you need to take them up on this offer before this line jumps to 3. I like the Bengals laying 2.5 at home against the LA Rams. I know there's panic also in Denver, right? Denver's lost 2 home games. In my opinion, that finishes them for Super Bowl consideration. But, right, I need for folks to understand that Denver did put up over 30 points last week, didn't they? I do need for people to understand that Tua of the Dolphins, who will be quarterbacking their opponent, right, threw for less than 300 yards last week. We're all fixated on Tua's performance against the Chargers. Just understand that Tua wasn't that otherworldly last week. Now, this game is in Miami. Denver at this point might be a team that the Dolphins are overlooking. I like Denver here getting the 6 points on the road against the Miami Dolphins. For very savvy bettors, if you can, on an alternative line, get the Broncos plus 7. To me, that's an even tastier bet. That protects you against the late touchdown with the score tied, right? I like the Broncos getting the 6. If you can get Broncos plus 7, that's even better. Check to see if your sportsbook offers alternative lines. Let's continue. I know things are desperate for the New England Patriots, and I still consider Bill Belichick to be one of the best coaches in the National Football League. But I need for folks to understand that they're playing the Jets, and the Jets have one of the best defenses in the National Football League. Right? Understand, too, as bad as Aaron Rodgers' injury was, that impacts the offense more than the defense. Here, I get the Jets at home. Understand, too, Zach Wilson was a very high draft pick. He did very well in college. All he has to do here is hand the ball off to the running back, throw the ball, let's say, 15 to 20 times for the entire game, and keep this game a low-scoring game. And in my opinion, the Jets will cover. You're getting 3 points on the Jets at home against a divisional opponent who's 0-2. I like the Jets getting the 3 points. Understand, too, Aaron Rodgers went out early against the Bills, didn't he? Very beginning of the game. The Jets with Zach Wilson won that game. Now it's 2 games later, right? The Jets got beaten by who? The big bad Dallas Cowboys. And you mean to tell me I'm getting 3 points at home? That's ridiculous. I like the Jets +3. Let me also say this too. For risk takers, I think you need to consider the Jets simply to win this game on a money line, right? Just as an additional bet. Don't give away the +3. Just understand, the Jets to win outright, you're getting better odds. You might want to sprinkle a little bit in that direction. I think the Jets are a very live dog in this game. Next, we had a Monday Night Football game. I saw an offensive line let down a quarterback. I also saw a ridiculous hometown non-call on the last play of the game, where the DB, quite frankly, should have been charged with mugging the wide receiver. I'm talking about that Brown-Pittsburgh game. Now, I'll give Pittsburgh credit for showing up big time, the defense, on Monday night. The offense was missing in action. Cleveland has played 2 games, and the defense has looked stout both games. Right? I know people want to blame Deshaun Watson for the weather. I thought Deshaun Watson showed you that he's still Pro Bowl caliber. Right? That game had some balls that could have been caught. That game had some non-calls. That game, particularly late, had some plays where defensive linemen were in the backfield on Deshaun Watson before he had a chance to do his drop back. Right? I think Cleveland bounces back this week. I like Cleveland laying 3 points at home against the Tennessee Titans. Mike Vrabel is great. I'm not here to say that he's not great. Right? The Titans have a great running back. But let's face it, this is a road game for them against a Cleveland team that's an absolute juggernaut. Let me just say that Monday night's game was so deceptive. I want people to look at the box score, and I want people to look at the number of first downs. They're going to be astonished by how lopsided that game was, apart from the final score and the turnovers. I like the Browns here to bounce back. I'll lay the 3 points against the Tennessee Titans. That's how I see this week. Let me hear from you. I hope you leave your comments and your picks and your takes in the comment section of this YouTube video. Thanks for stopping by.